Hello, and welcome to another watch along of Arsenal. This time it's Arsenal versus Wigan in the FA Cup. Wait, I want to make sure I don't miss the timer because I always miss the timer. So let me just make sure I get it right on time. Big up Aaron, who's already here. Big up to Football Heritage as well. And the timer starts. Okay, I got it at the right time. Yeah, baby, I got it right. Big up, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's fine. I want to say big game today. I mean, it's a big game, obviously, in the sense that it's the FA Cup, and obviously one of the cups that we need to try and win. Um, but obviously, shouldn't be a big game. Shouldn't be a big game from the sense of um, quality of opponent we're facing. One thing that's a bit surprising, and I just found out now, is that Calafiori got injured. Um, James Calafiori got injured. Um, okay, just so odd, just because Saka now is playing in the middle of the pitch. I don't get it. I generally don't get it. I'm not sure why. By the way, guys, in the comments, let me know if it looks like my video is lagging. Because I'm assuming it's not actually lagging, but to me it looks like it is. So let me know so I can sort it out. Um, Aaron says, "Is your mic plugged in?" It is. It is plugged in. Are you not hearing me well, Aaron? Saka playing as a 10. This is surprising. Yeah, so Calafiori gets injured, and instead of Arteta bringing on, I don't know, Zubimendi or Rice, he decided to play with 2 10s. So he's playing Saka in the 10, and he's playing Eze in the 8, or he's playing 2 10s. I'm not sure. Very surprising team. Um, Obviously, I think he wants to check who else can he play there. Maybe because Odegaard and Eze have both not been pulling any trees, playing in that position. I don't know if Saka is a solution either, to be honest. Not because Saka cannot do well. It's just that I still think Saka should be playing right wing. I don't think Madueke um, is someone who should be starting for us most games. To be fair, um, so yeah, a bit surprising, but I don't know. Obviously, the Arsenal lineup. So we have Kepa, White, Saliba, Mosquera. I should have changed Calafiori to be fair to Skelly now. And then Norgard, Eze, Saka, Madueke, Martinelli, and Jesus. And then Wigan. I don't know any of these names, but I'm going to read them out anyway. So, sort of respect for Wigan. We've got Taylor, Ameson, Kerr, Fox, Hunt, Ware, Ware, or Vire. I don't know how it's pronounced. Murray, Rodriguez, Wright, and Taylor. Yeah, see, Saka's gone to the right wing now, which is so odd. So odd. Let me actually fix this because obviously Calafiori isn't starting anymore. Damn, it's pouring in the Emirates. I gotta use this one now. Has it changed? Yes, it has. There you go. There you go. Honestly, a very strange lineup. I'm not gonna lie. Big up to everyone in the comments already. Big up to Aaron, who was the first one here, and then Football Heritage as well. Oh, Madueke running in, but he's not gonna get there in time. The keeper comes out. Paul assist as well. Big up. Who says big up Ash the Goat? Big up yourself, Paul assist. Macronicle who says, hey Ash, what's up, brother? Big up, Macronicle. I'm all good, man. How you doing? Calafiori, another injury blow. Yeah, that is pretty annoying, man. Just came back. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope it's nothing serious because he's our best left back, and I think if we don't have him for a while, it's a problem. Even though Hincapié has done well, to be fair, but I think Hincapié does well on the attacking side, the defending side of things. I don't think he does that well going forward. I know he gave the assist to Madueke the last game, but which is a very good cross. But I'm referring more to like carrying of the ball, getting into the box, taking shots, dribbling, linking up, all that kind of stuff. Yes, Aaron, the mic is plugged in. Skelly back to left back. Yeah. Hopefully he has a good game because he needs to try and make his game his. That spot his. I mean, Madueke just messed up and lost the ball. We struggle against the back five. This is a good one before the Wolves back five. Also, yeah, true. But obviously not the same test though. Maybe I'm wrong, but I read somewhere that Wigan are like 18th or 19th or something like that in their own league, in their own division. So, Jesus! Oh, Jesus overdid it, man. He did the first cut beautifully and then had to overdo it, man. It's fine. I don't mind the players playing with confidence, to be fair. Like, I think this is a game to try and experiment a little bit. So I'm okay with that. The Wolves game, I'm not confident. We struggle against Rob Edwards back five every time. Yeah, true. But honestly, they're not that good. I feel like we should beat Wolves. I think we should be fine. I'm not going to lie. Oh, my God. Eze took a shot and went out for a corner. The Wolves game, yeah, as I read this already. Yeah, I think we'll beat Wolves. I'm actually less confident about Spurs now. I'm not going to lie. Guys, if you can't beat Wolves, fold the club respectfully. Yeah, I hear you. Polymus says if we go through, I really don't want a PL side. Liverpool away, I think we lose. Yeah, I agree. I think if we get any big team away from home, I think we might get knocked out. When I say big, I mean City, Liverpool, maybe even Chelsea. I know we beat them twice already, home and away in the League Cup, but they'll be up for it in the FA Cup, obviously, especially if it's their ground and it's just one game. Ash, do you dislike Italian catenaccio football? Now I do. I used to love it back then, obviously, growing up, but I don't now. Aaron says, Ash, would you like to see Saka play the number 10 more regularly? Definitely not, because it means Madueke has to keep playing right wing, which is not a good option. Madueke is very, very average as a right winger. He can dribble, but that's pretty much it. Skelly takes a shot. Just out. Look, we're gonna win this game comfortably, just from the way Wigan are being dribbled past by all our players easily and all. You can tell we're gonna have a comfy win. The problem is FA Cup is after the first leg of the Champions League game. Yeah, okay, fair. But it depends who we get in the round of 16, honestly. If we get Dortmund, I think that's a problem. But if we get any of the other teams, I think we should be fine. I think we should be fine, to be fair. Skelly clears it high. Ben White wins the header. Madueke gets it under control. I hope he doesn't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Nice. Passes back to Saliba. Sure, about 5 seconds ahead of me. Fairs. Yeah, man, Satellite is usually quite ahead. The only time I think someone was ahead of me, man, Madueke is such a bum. I'll come back to that point, Aaron. I'm sorry. Such a bum. He sees Ben White is in an offside position. Clearly, because he was waiting. Ben White was waiting for the pass earlier. It never came. So he stopped his run. And he passes the ball to him after he got into an offside position. And after Ben White stopped the run. And the ball went out for a goal kick. So no, Aaron, to answer your previous question, definitely don't want to see Saka on the in the 10. Unless we get a top quality right winger, which obviously we cannot get right now. But yeah, the only time someone was ahead of me when I was using Satellite was Saad when it was on It was on Amazon Prime or it was on TNT. I can't remember. And he was like 2 seconds ahead. So for me, that was surprising. Was because usually I'm like a minute ahead of Saad. If I was doing like a watch along with T and Saad together, then I would usually be like 30 seconds behind. Oh, Matt Wakey is gonna score. Okay, he scores. Fair. I'll give him credit. See, I'm fair. I'm a very fair person. He does well, I'll give him credit. He does shit, I'm gonna call him out. Beautiful through ball by Eze from the middle of the pitch. He gets pressed, beats the press, nice dribble, and then a beautiful through ball to Madweke, who obviously goes running one-on-one, and then slots a beautiful finish. Beautiful finish by Madweke. Could have rounded the keeper, could have chipped, but he does the right thing. It's not offside, right? Yeah, nowhere near offside. And beautiful finish. Slots it to the keeper's bottom right corner. Beautiful finish. And beautiful assist by Eze. I'll give him that, man. That is so good. Now, you see, this kind of assist, right? I think we can give that against the Premier League teams, even though obviously they're faster, more physical, they're quicker, they're more aware, sharp defensively. But we still, because we do get these kind of spaces to play these kind of through balls. I think the run Madweke made in the Premier League, a lot of defenders would probably cover that a bit faster than Wigan did. But that's not Madweke's problem. Madweke had to do what he had to do. Incredible run. Superb finish. So, see, he does more of that. I'll happily praise him, man. I have no agenda against any player. Someone does something shit, I'm going to call him Ben White. Doesn't get to it in time. With respect to your take on Arsenal being a bigger club than Juventus, one of the holy grails of shameless YouTube. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Arsenal are a bigger club than Juventus. I'll explain to you why, Alien. So I have when I'm comparing clubs, right? I have 5 criteria. 5 criteria when I'm deciding which club is bigger. One is let me just see this 1 second, please. Okay. One is trophies and achievements, obviously. One is historical relevance. One is global presence. Revenue, because revenue is important. And then the last one is I don't know how to phrase it, but basically you can say like current strength, or which team is the better team currently, right? That's my 5 criteria, right? Because I think every single one of them beautiful pass by Eze again, but Jesus is offside. Because I think all these 5 contribute to the status of a club, right? So when you compare these 5 factors, we make more revenue than Juventus. I think we have a bigger global presence than Juventus. And we are currently better than Juventus. What they have over us are trophies and achievements and historical relevance. I mean, to be fair, we have also been historically relevant, but I think Juventus have been historically relevant for a much longer period. Obviously, because of the trophies they've won and the stuff they did in Italy and all that. And I had to keep refining it. I started with like 2 or 3 factors, and then I kept adding factors when I realized with some comparisons, these factors were not enough. So you look at Ajax versus Arsenal, for example. Like, people might say, oh, trophies and achievements is the most important thing. Okay, Ajax are better than us when it comes to trophies and achievements. But nobody can say they're a bigger club than us now, are they? Same with AC Milan. AC Milan, trophies and achievements, destroyers. But are they a bigger club than us now? They're not. Ash, what do you think of Mosquera's ceiling is? Oh, I think he's got a very, very high ceiling. I think he's look, does he have the potential to be world class? 100%. The potential to be world class. He's not world class yet. I don't think he'll be world class for at least another 2-3 years if he continues at this level. Damn. Wigan had a counterattack and the guy slipped, unfortunately. I know why I'm saying unfortunately. I just felt bad for him because it was like a breakthrough and it looked embarrassing. Um, yeah, so he definitely can be world class late. But the problem for him is as long as he's at Arsenal and we have Saliba and Gabriel, I don't think he's going to be starting a lot of games unless, God forbid, there's like some major injury. So I feel like his development will be delayed. But what his ceiling is a world class ceiling for sure. His ceiling is a world class ceiling. I'm not gonna go crazy and say something like he can be a legendary defender. I don't think he has that. Saliba has that. Obviously, Gabriel has that. I don't know if Mosquera has that. Jesus is now on the left wing. Mosquera back to Jesus, who crosses in to nobody. It's a shit cross, very low. Gets blocked by the first defender. One thing we're seeing with this formation that we're playing is Saka a lot of times by default goes to the right wing. And now we have Saka and Madwick on the right. And nobody. Oh my God, update the score. You're right. You're right. Embarrassing. 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 Absolutely embarrassing. Thank you so much, Tahir. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. Like I get he wanted to rest Subamendi and Rice. And obviously Saka needs game time, fair, but and he didn't want to bring Hincapie, obviously, because Hincapie starts or will start against Wolves. But I don't know. I still would have done some other change. Like, wait, but I might say that now, but what change would I have made? Oh, Eze gave a beautiful pass, but it was offside. What change would I have made? Let me see. Because it also depends, obviously, on who's on the bench for us. Yeah, you know what? To be fair, I don't think but I think it makes sense. Given the players we have and the players he probably wants to rest, I think it makes sense. Mm. These Madeleines, or whatever they're called, is so good. Arsenal dominating possession right now. 80% possession, by the way. We're all over them. And we're obviously penetrating their defenses quite easy. Which is expected. Jesus dropping all the way down. Okay, Martinelli. Eze with 2 assists. This is what we're asking for, Eze. Good job, bro. This is what we're asking for when you're playing against Premier League teams. Come on, Eze. Updating the score. Now it's up before I forget. Nice one, Eze. Nice one. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Beautiful through ball by Eze to Martinelli. Martinelli made the run before that, but nobody found him. He put his hand up in annoyance. Eze got the ball, said Eze, and Eze was like, I got you, bro. And then Martinelli makes a run from the left side and finishes with his left foot, by the way. Very good finish. See, these are the kind of goals we can score in the Premier League as well, because that run he made, he makes a lot of it in the Premier League, in the Premier League games as well. And that finish with his left foot are options he would have got. Like, bro, after that last game against Brentford, he must be beating himself up when he had that miss. Cameraman showing it on Eze. Brian, he's been killing it, man, this game so far. we have to remember as well, like, we'll obviously be saying, okay, Arsenal are playing like this just because it's Wigan, which is true, probably, which is true. But it's not just because Wigan are weak. It's also because we are quite confident that, oh, you know what, we got this game. These guys are easy. So we play with a lot of confidence. If we do the same, if we have that same mentality in the Premier League, we are better than most Premier League teams. We will end up destroying them, like we did against Sunderland and Leeds. It's just, unfortunately, our manager sometimes can be a big coward. Wow. It is pouring in England. In London, at least. And now Saliba playing a through ball. Will Ben White get it? No, he doesn't. Oh! No. This Eze and Saka double 10 might actually work. In this game, Macronicle, it'll not work in all games. So let's... I hope you're not referring to trying it in every game. It definitely won't work. Wasn't that our throw? Arteta wants to be ruthless. We lost to... Arteta wants to be ruthless. We lost to Lens in the Champions League 2024. I remember Arteta was angry. He said we must be ruthless, and we won that. And we won 6-0 the game after. Yeah. But I don't think Arteta is trying to be ruthless every single game, Polemicist. I'm sorry. Brentford was a great example. Liverpool, Man United, Forest. As it's good to see that you've been doing more streams. Thank you, Lade. Thank you. I'm trying as much as possible. Honestly, I'm gonna keep doing Arsenal watch-alongs, unless the games are like 8 p.m. UK, because for me it's like 12 a.m., which does not work. But the weekend games definitely. And if Saad and T are gonna be streaming, then I'll just do it on his channel and I'll stream it on mine at the same time. Madueke with beautiful dribble. Beautiful dribble. Let's go. To Saka. Saka scores it. Oh, own goal. Own goal. Brad, just to sort of tap that in properly so we could have at least got the goal for ourselves. Come on, man. That was a beautiful football by Madueke. And then he gives a nice pass to Saka, who squares it in, and Jesus unfortunately couldn't finish it off. But the defender, lucky for us, I think it's Kerr or Kerr. He heads it into their own net. Look at that. Ah, Jesus, come on, you should have scored that. Should have scored that, Jesus. Yeah, he should have scored that, to be fair. Come on, Jesus. That was a sitter, bro. That could have been a Jesus goal, Saka assist. I understand, but it's hard, Ash, to win every PL match. Nobody's saying to win every PL match. Guys, I keep repeating, there are certain games we didn't win this season where I actually praise the team for their performance. The Sunderland away game, the Villa away game that we lost. I understand we cannot win every game. I predicted a draw against Chelsea at the Bridge, and I said if we get a draw, that's a good result, given that it's at the Bridge. And yes, I was Martinelli. Oh my God, how did he miss that? Jesus? Oh my God, keeper with a good block. And the same defender who scored the own goal with a good defending as well. In the context of the game, of the Chelsea game, obviously I said, you know what, fair enough. In the context of the game, It wasn't a good result because we were playing against 10 men for majority of the game, so we should have won that game. But I still said in the context of the season, I think it's a good draw. So I know we cannot win every game, but we should at least play like we're trying to win every game. And then if we don't win, we don't win. It's fine. I think if we play like we're trying to win every game, we will have more points gained than points dropped for sure. And I'm only saying it, polemicist, because the reality is Saka with his right boot, but it's blocked. Martinelli with his left foot, and it's blocked as well. These guys are just trying whatever they can. Statistically, and I've said this before, statistically, guys, their best attacking team more often than not wins more often than the best defending team wins the league. The best attacking team wins the league more often than the best defending team. That's the reality. Since Pep Guardiola has come into this league and started obviously winning the league with that Centurion season, that's how football has been. And it makes sense as well, right? Because teams now defend a lot better. Teams now defend deeper. Teams now track back a lot more, put everyone behind the ball a lot more. So because of that, the better attacking teams that are able to unlock those low blocks and unlock those rugged, stubborn defenses are the ones who are going to have the make the bigger difference. You get what I mean? And that's why the best attacking teams have had the advantage over the best defending teams over the last few years. So the way Arteta is playing, can we win the league with this conservative style that he's been deploying? We can if City remain shit. Then yeah, we can. And I think they will. Oh, Jesus. 4-0. What a goal. Beautiful long ball by, I think, Saliba. Jesus goes 1-on-1 and a beautiful chip. Beautiful chip on Taylor. Wow. Bruh, if we play this football now and then we go back to Wolves and we play conservative again, I'm going to break some shit, I'm telling you. I'm going to break some shit, I promise you. It looked like it was offside, though. I'm not going to lie. Wait, was it Saliba? Bruh, it was Norgard. And it wasn't offside. Oh, my God. What a pass by Norgard. And what a chip by Jesus, man. Holy shit. We need to be making these runs against Premier League teams as well. You see, I am not naive to think that, okay, we can slap teams in the Premier League 4-0. Premier League teams are going to be a lot better defensively. They're going to be a lot more organized. They're better coached, obviously. They have better athletes. But this over-the-top ball, a lot of Premier League teams give you the chance to play that over-the-top ball because they're trying to sometimes hold the line. We have players who are quick, who can make the runs. We just don't do it enough, unfortunately. We just don't do it enough. Hunt is down, injured. I think Hunt is the one who scored the own goal, by the way. Jesus makes up for the miss. Macronicle says, Arteta has said the same shit for 3 years. I don't even care enough to listen to him anymore. He's a notorious Pinocchio, let's be honest. Yeah, look, I do agree. I think he has lied with clear evidence that he's lied many times before. He has. Like, him saying, oh, he likes going the opposite. Okay, maybe if you're not lying, but you like to attack more, you like to go the opposite direction more. If you're not lying about that, that means you just don't know how to do it. That's it. It's one of the two. Either you're lying or you don't know how to coach the team to get there. Right? That's just what it is. Norgard has been fantastic. Norgard in his forward passing. Goal, Jesus. Oh, I think some of the comments, guys, for me in StreamYard are coming in late, by the way. I just realized. They're coming in late on StreamYard. Let me open YouTube as well. Just so I can see if that's the same issue on YouTube too, or if it's just on StreamYard. Alhamdulillah. What is going on? Why is this not working? Yeah, there you go. Okay, there you go. Arteta ruthless. We need to go on a run just like 23-24 when we smash teams 5. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Palmacist. But will we do it? I don't know. I don't think we will, to be fair. Because I think now that he's saying there's a clear chance to win the league and we're clear favorites, I think he's gonna be too nervous to try and play an attacking game, and he's not gonna be brave enough, in my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Um, but yeah, but one thing that's for sure is we definitely can have the same run in the Premier League. Not this way of 4-0 in the first 30 minutes, but I mean like winning games by an average of 3-4 goals. Where is the live chat? Yeah, there you go. I went to the bathroom and we scored again. Damn. Yeah. Hey, with the way we're playing this game, you can miss a minute. Long ball for Wigan. Okay, cleared by Arsenal. Cleared by Jesus. Martinelli. Martinelli. Oh, Martinelli almost gets it. Saka plays it long to Jesus. Jesus. Jesus keeps the ball. Martinelli was asking for the ball, but there was, to be honest, there was no room. Skelly. Norgard. Mosquera. Saka. Does anyone know why Odegaard is not on the bench, by the way? Was it the injury he sustained against Brentford? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Ah, Saliba, what a bad pass. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm honestly losing patience with Odegaard. I really am. Some of his performances just like, I know our attacking system has not been great and it doesn't help our attackers, but he himself, I don't think has been doing himself any favors, to be fair. See, it's 4-0 now. We can have the ball at the back. I don't want us to press. Well, we are pressing, to be fair, a little bit, but I don't want us to. I don't want us to. Like 4-0, sit back, let them have some possession, catch your breath. That's offside, surely. Surely that's offside. Well, he didn't raise the flag, but we won the ball anyways. Slow the game down, keep possession, let them come at us. And that's what I'm asking. That's the balance I'm asking for. But we just unfortunately don't do it in the Premier League enough. We'll see what happens against Wolves. That Wolves game will definitely not be easy because they're obviously fighting relegation. And we all remember how difficult they made the first game. But we should win, though. I think we should win. Someone has a Wigan flag that says Wigan till I pie. It's funny, but is there like a inside joke that I'm not aware of? Is Wigan in England known for like their pies or something like that? Let me know, English folks. Madueke overran the ball for a throw-in when he had full control over it. Oh my god. Yeah, the comments in StreamYard are coming a bit late, by the way. I just realized, so I'll have to check them here. We need... What is this? No, we don't need this. We need Ben White starting, man. Timber's holding our attack down. Yeah, look, Ben White is without a question a better... Oh my god. And this... Oh my god, they almost scored. Kepa with a big save. It was a blunder by let me see, by who? Yeah, by Norgard. Mistake by Norgard. Yeah, look, Ben White is better than Timber going forward, but the thing is, Timber gives us too much reassurance defensively that I don't think it's worth sacrificing Timber, and I don't think it's Timber that's the issue for us going forward, right? I don't think it is. I don't think playing Ben White is going to solve that if we're going to be quite reserved and conservative, anyways. I think he has to change that system first. Like Timber played against um, Leeds and against Sunderland, right, and we killed them. So I don't think Timber is the issue. And defensively, he's just too good. And going forward, Timber is not bad at all, by the way. Not Ben White good, but he's quite good, though. Can control the ball, can play the 1-2. Crosses are not the greatest. Sometimes he gets them, but a lot of times he doesn't put it in the right place. But his dribbling, attacking the box, and all that is superb. If I do it this way, no, it still doesn't solve it. I love Ode, but he just hasn't been good enough. Yeah, I agree. He just hasn't been. I love Odegaard too, but I don't have any, like, for me, if he does not pick it up from here till the end of the season, I think we should get rid this summer, in my opinion. Ash really hates Madwick. I don't hate him. I don't hate him because it's not his fault that he got signed to Arsenal. I just dislike mediocrity, to be honest, and mediocrity at our club. And I think he is. I'm not gonna say he's mediocre, but he is mediocre, actually. Yeah, that is the correct statement. He is mediocre. Atleti's so weird, man. They've been Yeah, I saw against Rayo Vallecano, right? 2-0. I left it at 2-0. I don't know what happened after. Saka, beautiful nutmeg, and he gets fouled. Let me see what happened. Is the game done? The game must be done, right? 3-0, brah. Yeah, look, I watched that Barcelona game. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like Barcelona, that suicidal highline needs to be like. I'm not saying needs to be dropped. Like I understand why he does it. Like it's gonna give him more success than other teams, to be fair. But I think in certain games he has to be tactically flexible, and he hasn't been. He hasn't been good, but it's not like Eze has been any better, so he would get to play more. Yeah, exactly. You're right, second chamber. That's exactly what it is. Because Eze hasn't made that position his either, he's just kept on playing. Crossed in by Madwigan! Cleared for a corner. Arsenal corner. To be taken by Martinelli, I believe. Or Eze, I'm not sure. I think Martinelli. Arteta prioritizes control and defense, hence why he overlaps Timber and Odegaard. Since why he overplays Timber and Odegaard. Look, maybe, but I still don't think that's the reason why we slow down our attacks. I genuinely don't think that's the case. Because we saw when he wants to play a much better attacking game, like Leeds and Sunderland, he can do it with the same players. Rayo are up 3-0. Yeah, I just saw it, my chronicle. Eze crosses in and collected by the keeper. And the keeper plays it long to Taylor, who's up against Skelly. Taylor does well, to be fair. And easy for Kepa. Ben White. Norgard. Eza. Man of the match so far. Madueke. Back to Eza. Saka. Madueke. Beautiful football. We are playing beautiful football. We lost the ball there, but it's fine. It's still beautiful football. Norgard pressing. Saka pressing. Keeper will clear it, place it long. I think Skelly will win that. Yes, he will. Arsenal throw. If only we play like this in the Premier League, man. And by like this, I mean the intent and the speed, not and the risks, not. Obviously, we're not going to dominate teams in the Premier League this way. Reckon he plays a lone six with Odegaard and Eze against Wolves. I don't. But isn't Odegaard injured? Isn't that why he's not on the bench? Will he be back that game? And I don't think he does it. Like in the Premier League against Wolves, I wouldn't mind seeing it. But Saka, blocked. Damn it. Good play by Madueke. Excellent run and very good pass. Before people say I don't praise him. I don't think so. I don't. He's rested Declan Rice and Zubimendi. I think he starts both, and he plays Eza, which again I don't mind because Declan Rice and Zubimendi are also good going forward. Our issue has not been them starting. Our issue has been, our issue hasn't been them starting. Our issue has been the slow football we've been playing, which I don't think can be corrected by any personnel. It has to only be corrected by the coach. That's our ball. That's our ball! Rayo beat Atletico 3-0. They're out of the relegation zone now. Good for Rayo Vallecano. Jesus. Madueke. Madueke loses the ball. Oh, but I don't blame him for that. It was not that easy. I think he'll be back. They're saying it's precautionary. Okay, fair. Fair. If that's the case, then fair. Oh, good shot by Rafael Rodriguez, but Kepa makes a save and holds on to the ball. Norgard. Is it Norgard? I think he said it's Norgard or something like that. Norgard. Oh, beautiful Saka, who heads it to Martinelli. Martinelli. Oh, beautiful dribble. Crosses in, but it's going to be cleared. Back to Eze. Eze keeps hold of the ball. Finds Martinelli on the wing. Martinelli does his trick where he just likes to keep the ball between his feet. Plays around with the defender. Oh my God, beautiful play, but bad cross by Martinelli, which gets cleared by Wigan defense, and Mosquera will pass it back. Saliba. No good. Madueke. Will he keep control of the ball? Nope. He doesn't. Misread it. That's fine. Those mistakes are okay, Madueke. Those mistakes are okay. Not you overrunning your dribble out of the pitch. Oh, Martinelli. Jesus. To Saka. Saka miscontrols it and it goes a bit long and the keeper claims. If we win the league, do you think he plays similar to the 22-23 season? Uh, Next season, you mean? Yeah, yeah. I think so. I think because the pressure will be gone by then. I think he himself will believe that. I think he'll have way less pressure. He'll not be worried about his first Premier League, and I think we will play a lot more attacking then. We just have to get that pig off our backs, Wigan with some possession. All Arsenal players camped in our box. Again, completely normal. Quite acceptable. Long ball and Rodriguez cannot get to it. By the way, tomorrow 6:30 UK time is a draw. Yeah, fairs. Hopefully we get, I don't know, the winner of Grimsby and or Wolves at the Emirates. Just give me any team at the Emirates. I'm okay. Just don't give us a difficult away trip. Even if it's like a big team, but we play them at the Emirates, I think we'll be okay. Actually, no. I'd rather avoid big teams as much as possible. Let's play them in the finals or semifinals. Nah, overplayed by Saka and Eza. Oh, Eza wins it back. Skelly. It's gonna be our last chance. Eza. Eza loses the ball. No, he gets it back. Saliba, Ben White. 30 seconds left to the half. Saliba. Is there time for one more? Saliba switches play to Jesus. Goes out for an hostile throw. Bruh, play it quick. He's gonna blow the whistle now. He's gonna blow the whistle now. Yeah, I think he's gonna blow now. Yep. That's halftime, guys. Halftime. Halftime, and it's Arsenal 4, Wigan Athletic 0. Goals from Madueke. Beautiful finish for the first one. Beautiful through pass, through ball by Ebericha Eza. And then who scored a second? Martinelli. Again, another amazing through pass by Eza for that as well. And Martinelli makes a very good run on the left and finishes with his left foot. Third was beautiful football, and unfortunately, Jesus couldn't tap it in. But luckily for us, the defender, I don't even know who it is, to be honest. I think could be Hunt. I think it's Hunt, yeah, who later got subbed off for an injury. Yeah, it is Hunt, yeah. Hunt blunders and heads it accidentally into the net, and then the fourth goal, Jesus makes up for it with a beautiful, beautiful chip over the keeper. Look, not much to read into it. Obviously, our attackers are having an amazing game, but again, it's Wigan. It's expected. We should be having a comfortable game. I think this game could potentially end like 6 or 7-0. I really doubt we're not going to score. I'd be shocked if we don't score at least 2 more goals. I think especially since he's eventually going to bring in Zubimendi and Rice, or one of them in the second half. He does it quite often to try and give them some minutes before the weekend game. But yeah, Martinelli is good, but not when you need him at a crucial point. No. I'll let me correct that, Ankur. Martinelli is good in cup games when there is a lot more space, when there is a lot more like the other teams come out because they have no choice, because teams don't play for a draw, right? In cup games, not as much at least. So I think Martinelli is good when it comes to Champions League, knockout stages. I'd probably start him over Trossard in the Champions League, especially if we're playing against good teams that we know will give us space to make the run. But the Premier League, yeah, no chance. He shouldn't be starting Premier League games. You don't think the fact that our midfield struggle to play through the press is one of the reasons we don't move the ball quicker? No. I don't think that's the case at all. What do you mean? Liverpool and Man City used to get pressed all the time. I think we have better passers than those Man City and Liverpool defenders of these last few years. Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Timber, they're all fantastic passes for defenders. Um, and then the two guys ahead of them, Zubamendi and Rice, are also elite passers of the ball. So I don't think that's the case at all. Like, teams are going to press you, and that's why you need to have quality defenders that can. That's why you need to have quality defenders that can beat the press with the passing, which we have. We have that. So I don't think that's the reason. I think the reason we play slow is because we don't take enough risks. I mean, I'll give you an example, Second Chamber. How many times have we had an opportunity to go on a quick counter-attack and we immediately stop? We stop and we give the team enough time, the opponents enough time to get back into position. That's one main reason why our attack has not been that good, because we force ourselves to always play against low blocks, because we give teams enough time to settle back and get into shape. The reason we're doing it is obviously not as charity to help them get into shape. No, it's because we don't want to lose control of the ball. The way he likes to play when we have the ball is build slowly, force the team to get back, pin them in their box, and now we keep passing the ball around until we find the right gap or the right cross, or we win a corner, we're able to score from one of these. And if the opponents win the ball back, because we're all there at their box choking them, they will be forced to play it long now. And now since we're playing with quite a high line because we're pinning them back, our defender is able to collect it and now start building again. So if I was a coach coaching against Arsenal, obviously let's assume that I was a high-level coach and I could do tactics and everything like a top-level coach can. One of the biggest things I would always do when I'm playing against Arsenal is press them really high, but press them in an organized press, because even though they can beat the press, they don't do it enough, because they're not instructed to enough, in my opinion, unfortunately. And they're not going to go long as much. They just don't. We don't play enough long balls. That's the reality. We need to win anyway this season. Next season can be more attractive football. Yeah, I agree, Ankur. But that's the thing, Ankur. I think to win this season, we have to play a lot more attacking. This is why I was saying it earlier at the start of the watch-along. More often than not, it's the teams... One second, let me just see if... I didn't even send the link to anyone, to be honest. Such a fraud. I think if we play this defensive style from here until the end of the season, then we're going to have to rely on City continuing to be inconsistent and continuing to be lackluster for us to win the game. For us to win the league, I mean. Because if City click and start going on a good run, like they have done a couple of times before, I think we'd be in big trouble if we don't... I think we'd be in big trouble if we don't start playing proper attacking football, because facts and data shows that attacking football wins the league more often than defensive football. Mansfield Town beat Burnley. Let's get it. Yes, please give us Mansfield Town at the Emirates, please. Football Heritage. Low-key, I'd prefer an away trip, just from past seasons. Also, the away fans get pretty much the whole of bottom tier. You've been in the FA Cup? No, I definitely want a home leg, Football Heritage. Especially if it's against a weaker team, I'd rather not do the travel. I think, especially since we'll probably have a game 2-3 days later. I think someone mentioned earlier that it's going to be the next Champions League game is going to be like the next FA Cup game is going to be after the Champions League game. Big up to Saad, who's here. Big up, Saad, bro. What you saying, man?
Big up, broski. Big up, man. Listen, man, what a game from Eze, man, today.
Yeah, superb.
And what a game from Norgard as well, man, because Norgard's been amazing today with the passing as well. That pass for Martinelli and that pass for Jesus as well, man. Absolutely brilliant. Listen, man, same old story, man. Do you know what I mean? Playing a bad performance in the Premier League and then follow it up with a mad performance in the next other competition. You know what I mean? It's mad, but yeah, man. Listen, I'm happy. Got the win into the next round of the FA Cup. So yeah, man. I'd bring out the youngsters, man. Bring out the youngsters. Give them a bit of a go. Do you know what I mean? See what's going on over there. Marley Salmon and these man. You know what I mean? They're on the bench, so I would give them a go. But I think it's been a pretty decent game. I do think Saka interesting coming into the 10 position. I don't think he's done overly good, but I don't think he's done overly bad. I think it's just been like an average performance, but that's just because I don't think that's his position in it. But yeah, man, I'm happy with the first half, bro. I know what you're thinking, but bro,
Oh,
happy,
T
man.
is here. We'll wait for T to glaze Eze, then I'll speak. Big up T. T, you're on mute, by the way.
Yo, big up. Big
Big
up.
up, my bro.
There you go.
Big up, bros. Um, First of all, it's not glazing, it's objective talk. It's
It is. It is. I
you know what
agree.
I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, to be honest, what I can say about Eze is the thing is we've spoken about this before and we've mentioned this before, Ashraf, if you remember.
Yeah.
I said that he didn't play left wing at Crystal Palace. He played a left 10 at Crystal Palace. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And today he's playing on Rice's position basically, and bro, he's cooking. You know what I'm saying? It looks like he's playing on the position that he played at Crystal Palace, making some good passes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see that. Oh, and by the way, that Jesus miss, I know if that was Gyökeres that you would go nuts, Ashraf. So
Hey, did you wait? T.
I
Did you
wasn't
watch
here.
the
I wasn't
Watchalong or
here.
no?
I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I wasn't
Exactly. Yeah. So don't chat shit. Don't
Okay.
chat shit on my. You always
Okay.
chat shit on my name, bro.
Here. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, no, it's an amazing half. Some good football. But what did we expect against the 22nd place of the League One? You know what I'm saying? These guys had like I don't know. These guys are in terrible form. They're getting a new manager as well. I heard. You know what I'm saying? Literally after this game, they're getting a new manager. I heard. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
So they're in hot waters because you can see how easy it was for us to score these goals. Norgard also with an amazing ball. You know what I'm saying? For the fourth goal, as some good passes, two amazing assists. I was looking more at the assists than the goal itself because the goals were, I mean, it were some good finishes. Don't get me wrong, especially the Martinelli one. But most of those goals, like the first two and the fourth goal, were some good passes from our midfielders. You know what I'm saying? And we also need to realize that Norgard has been pretty decent for us, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't set a foot wrong. He's very stable. He's very good defensively, and he has some good passes. And I did not know that he had this good of a long ball. You know what I'm saying?
I will take it back because I did say when we signed him, I said for 16 million, I think that's such a bad signing, or how much ever we signed him for. I think we should have got someone a lot better. So, and I still think we could have got someone to compete with Zubimendi and Rice instead of just willing to sit on the bench. But to be fair, he has done well, man. Yeah, for the kind of money we spent on him, I'll give him credit.
Bro, if you remember, we had this conversation as well at the Brentford game when he didn't play Norgard and he played Rice again when Rice needed rest and Rice was shattered. You know what I'm saying? And I told you guys, I said, how can you not play the old Brentford captain against Brentford? How are you telling me that this guy, who has been the captain last year of this team, you know what I'm saying, is not good enough to play against them? So I do believe that he needs to get more chances in the Premier League as well. You know what I'm saying? Because this guy is pretty good defensively, very stable player. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you just need those stable players that can do the rough part. You know what I'm saying? The dirty work, basically. And that's what he's doing. And he's doing it pretty decently. For that money, for that salary that he's earning, which is next to nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's compared to other players, obviously. But yeah, bro, he's been doing decent. And yeah, I have nothing more to say outside of that. Madueke, decent game again. He's cooking his guy. Oh, and by the way, Saka at the 10, by the way, is not looking half bad. You know?
But I don't want to see it again in the Premier League, though. I
Of
won't lie.
course. But
And you know why? You know my reason, right?
why?
Because I don't want to see Matt Wake on the right in the Premier League.
Oh yeah, okay. I understand. But if Madueke performs like this, you know, because
But you know he's not. You know he cooks these minnows and these
Yeah,
shitty
yeah, but-
teams. Like, you know he's not. Like let's say he comes up, bruh. Let's say he comes up against who do we have next? We have after Wolves. We have Spurs. He's not gonna do anything like that against Spurs, bro. Or even
how do
against
you know,
Chelsea
bro?
at the
It's
Emirates.
how do you know, bro? It's Spurs, their shit.
Because we've seen him, man.
Bro, okay, I understand and I hear where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? But it should at least be considered as an option moving forward. I feel like, you know. But for example, if you have Ødegaard not performing or Eze not performing, you could just put Saka there, you know, and then put Madueke in, for example, you know, as a sub.
I
So
think
you can
need to
just-
see it- you need to see it in more games, to be honest, bro. Because to be honest, I think he's having like an average game in there, but obviously we need to see because this is. I think he only played one other game in the midfield, like in the 10 position. He played it like maybe 1 or 2 seasons ago in the 10. But apart from that, he hasn't played any other games here apart from today. So it's just it's something that he might need to get used to. But
I mean,
listen, I wouldn't mind
I
seeing it,
trust
bro.
I trust in his passing and his finishing to put him there. You know what I'm saying? I can see him score outside the box. I can see him make some good passes, line breaking passes as well. You know what I'm saying? I do believe he does have that skill set in him. You know?
Bro, you know, one of these games, I wouldn't mind seeing. Sorry, I know that Ash is gonna go, but I'm just gonna say,
No, go ahead.
I wouldn't mind seeing Martinelli just up top, bro. Can we just put him up top as a striker just to see?
He has been
what
playing.
happened.
at
Yeah, I
top
wouldn't
this game.
mind it. But yeah, exactly. He
Nah,
has done
not
that this
sick.
year. That's as Jesus has been going to the left quite often.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot to
but
the
I
left.
want to see him all out the striker for the team. Do you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, apparently Saka's off at half time and Gyökeres is coming on.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I like
So what
that.
is that? How does that work then? What's going on there?
I think.
that mean Does that mean that Jesus is moving down to the 10
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
behind?
he's
Behind.
gonna
Most
he's
likely.
gonna play with two
Gyökeres.
strikers basically.
Oh, nice. That's all right. Yeah, that'd be good. Because I
Bro,
think that
Does he
Jesus
want
can
more
do-
goals or something, bro?
Bro, I want more goals. I just hope it's not an injury to Saka.
I don't think it will be.
No,
bro.
I don't think.
Bro, now with
I think
injuries, I'm
it's
so
just-
freaking worried.
I
man.
think because of the Premier League games that are coming up, I think he's just resting Saka because Saka was rested for this game because he's probably going to be starting against Wolves and starting against Spurs. Do you know what I mean?
definitely needs to be starting against
Bro,
Wolves.
the
Yeah,
guy that
fair.
concerns me the most is Calafiori, bro. This guy keeps getting injured as well, bro. Wallah.
Yeah, man.
But to be
honestly.
honest, we had this, bro. This was already said, bro. From time we had the debacle that we had last season, where he was freaking like the guy couldn't barely freaking, do you know what I mean? Complete 3 games or whatever it was. It's mad, bro. This guy just keeps on getting injured, bro. It's an issue. It definitely is a major issue, bro. But I definitely think that Jesus can do the job that Havertz was doing for us in that position.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
playing as the
Definitely.
2 strikers.
He's good on the ball. He can make the runs. He can pass. He can. Like, he would be better than Jesus better than Havertz in that position. in my
because
opinion.
he's more smaller, has a better.
He's more
um,
agile. He gets involved
yeah.
in the game more. He's a better passer.
Yeah.
Better dribbler. If we are trying to
That's what I
experiment
wouldn't
with
mind.
here,
if
I
it-
would rather play Jesus in the 10. Honestly.
Yeah, if it works,
I think
if
this
it
would
works
kill it
good,
there.
if this works good,
Mhm.
this in the second half, I would like to see that against Wolves. Just
I
play
agree.
it against Wolves, and then play either Rice or Zubimendi. Maybe I'd preferably say Zubimendi, but you can play Rice if you want as the 6, and just play that midfield against Wolves because we don't really need to use one of them against Wolves, bro. Wolves at the bottom of the
No,
table.
but Zubimendi and Rice would both start, not one of them.
Oh no, because I still want to include Eze because after the game he's had, I'd I'd want to play Eze, keep him in that position, the left 8 or whatever it
The
is.
thing is,
Or
guys, remember it's the Premier League. You cannot go with a light midfield, man. Like
Nah,
Wolves,
fair.
even though they're the worst team in the league this season, if you think they cannot punish you on counterattacks, we're wrong. I'm telling you. We cannot underestimate them. And the thing is, Zubimendi and Rice, they can do both things. They can attack and defend. This is what I'm saying, guys. It's not our slow play is not the personnel. It's the
Tactics.
it's the managerial instructions or lack of
Yeah.
to attack. I don't know. I'm just always in the Premier League only. I'm very cautious about not starting with like a DM and a sentiment.
Yeah, but Ashraf, it's like I said before, we are no pressure FC. This is a no pressure game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
exactly. Which is why
where
everyone
the
is
Brentford
trying
game,
flicks and 360s and nutmegs. You think they'll do
Yeah.
this in the Premier League? They're not
no,
going to try any of this stuff in the
of course
Premier League.
not. But for
Yeah.
example, the last week we played after City, we crumbled in the pressure. You know what I'm saying? And the week before we played before City, and we cruised that game, and we waited for City to play Liverpool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was one of them where we are just crumbling under pressure. And I do believe that Arteta should be the guy that calms these players down as the manager, as the guy that leads these players, basically. You know what I'm saying? But he is also very emotional. I think that's his biggest downfall as a manager, which is he being too emotional and sometimes being too flustered to know what to do next. You know what I'm saying? Or to
Yeah.
have a plan C when even plan B doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? What do
Yeah.
you do? Sometimes he needs to be more proactive instead of reactive. And like I said, it's one of them where just this guy needs to chill more. He's just too emotional at times, bro. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I think it's emotions. I think it's like fear. I think it's many things, man. Like he needs to really like someone asked earlier in the comments, like, oh, if we win the league this season, do you think next season he'll play like the 22-23 season? And I said, yeah, I think he will, because at that time he would have won a league and the pressure would have been gone. He will not be as scared anymore. Now he'll be like, you know what, actually, we just went a beautiful corner. I think he'll then be like, you know what, I've won the league. That pig is off my back now. I think I can play a lot more expansive then. But my concern is, as I said this before on Kurapod, obviously, we cannot control what City does. And if City click and go on a crazy run, we will not win the league playing this way, 100%. Because we will keep dropping points. And if City play the way they've been playing all season, until the rest of the season, they'll probably win like, how many games are left? 12? They'll probably win like 10 out of 12 games. Easily. And maybe draw one and maybe max lose one, or maybe draw two or something like that.
Yeah.
Which will win them the league if we continue playing this way.
Bro, City have nothing to
Not
lose
according to Sad,
mentality.
though. Fair enough. Not according to Sad, because Sad has us winning the league with 89 points. So according to Sad, we're gonna win by 13 points. So yeah.
Listen, man. Do you know what I mean? Even when Edison created the light bulb, do you know what I mean? People called him crazy. Do you know what I mean? But anyway.
Yeah, but he created it. He didn't talk about it, you fraud.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, even when
stole that
Albert
as well.
Einstein, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, do you know his equation, or did you forget?
No, when Albert Einstein, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what's his equation, Sad? He's
Yeah, say
Googling
the
it right now.
equation.
What do
He's
you mean?
Googling it. Why is Googling it? He's Googling it right now.
Wait, hold on. We're not doing this right now, yeah? Because
Yeah,
firstly,
Why are you wasting time? Why are you wasting time?
firstly,
Why are you wasting time?
Eze is having an amazing game.
Like
Second-
he couldn't even Google it. Imagine. He could have already Googled it by now and given us the answer. Instead, he's like,
No, because I wouldn't Google it.
He's
I wouldn't
probably
Google
struggling
it.
to spell Albert
Listen,
Einstein.
what
Bro.
do I?
He's
What
probably
does
struggling to spell Einstein on
is
Google.
my name Souls? Is my name Souls to be googling stuff to say?
No, but you're also a fraud. You're also just as much of a fraud. You fraud.
I can't lie. I don't even know what equation you lot are talking about.
E equals MC square. You fraud.
Oh yes. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. I did actually know that, but I was completely confused because I was actually going to talk about the gravity and
The gravity. That's
That's
not
Newton, you
Einstein.
idiot.
Yeah,
That's Isaac Newton.
Newton.
What kind of education do you
That's
guys
it,
have in
Isaac
England, bro?
Newton. Isaac
What is
Newton,
this?
yeah.
What is this
With the
UK
apple and
education, bro?
With the apple and that. With the apple and that. With the apple and that.
UK education.
No, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad.
No, we know it's your bad. Nobody said it's not your bad. He's like, I know that's my bad. Yeah, it is your bad. What do you mean?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. But anyway, big up to Science.
God.
Oh, what about Norgard? Ben White?
But anyway, love for the love, man.
Yeah, love for the love, guys. I'm gonna leave.
Love,
I'm
love,
out.
guys. Big up. Thanks for joining.
Yeah,
Big up.
guys. Sure.
Big up. See ya. And we're back, people. Let me unmute since these frauds have gone. What's going on? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Gyökeres is playing up top. Jesus is playing slightly behind him, moving to the right, left, more on the right now. He's playing as a right attacking midfielder, and Eze is playing as a left attacking midfielder. Good old-fashioned 4-4-2. Martinelli's in. Martinelli, and that's offside. Damn. Let me read some of your comments until then. Wait, where did I last stop? Loki, I'd prefer. Oh, no, I already read that. Why can't we play these balls to Gyökeres? Yeah, fair. But the thing is, Gyökeres is too slow, in my opinion, to get at the end of some of these balls. We need to sell Martinelli. Yeah, but we need to get a good quality left winger, though, for sure. Did you watch Souls on MHF yesterday? No, I didn't. I'll watch it later. Was he as deluded as he usually is? I think we do struggle offensively, but earlier in the season we managed to keep clean sheets, more consistent. Yeah, that's true. That's true, and that's what made a big difference. Carragher is there to see his son on the bench. Okay, fair. He's getting his son is getting slapped, or his son's team is getting slapped. Brentford setup and knowing when to high press was pretty good from Keith Andrews. Yeah, it was. Victor Gyökeres. Oh, he hits the freaking post. Good run by Gyökeres and good shot, but unfortunately he hits the post. We need to go game by game. I hope City gets hard draws in the CL and FA Cup. We need them to be tired. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I hope they get a difficult matchup in the Champions League as well. Sorry, I meant if we draw a big team at home next round. Oh, yeah, fair. Yeah. It's Wigan. I agree, Fazali. It is Wigan. Fazal. Vic wants goals also to feast. Yeah, hopefully. He needs to get a couple. This is the game where he can get 2 or 3 easy. Stat pad as much as you can. Come on. I think it'll help, hopefully. They broke down Martin Odegaard fraudulence. Not passing quickly, but you will not call him out. When Havertz plays in the 10, we progress much better than when... I don't know. I don't think the Leeds and Sunderland games were because Havertz was playing there. I don't think Havertz is the one who was the catalyst for all those attacks. Actually, when Havertz played against Leeds, I think he had a very poor game. And Odegaard came off the bench and actually was a lot better. He contributed to a 3rd and 4th goal, Odegaard. And I'm still saying Odegaard has been shit, by the way. So it's not me trying to praise Odegaard. It's me trying to say it's more in the system of the manager. It's more in the system that the manager deploys and the attacking instructions he gives the team. Or lack of attacking instructions he gives the team. Eze has too much space. PL is 100%. I agree, Paul Assist. Eze will not get this time and space in the Premier League. So he needs to do the exact same thing, but at a faster rate, you know? Liverpool don't really build from the back in the same way, at least not at the peak of Klopp's team. Our approach closer to Man City's in that sense. I agree. But they've always had more technicians. Yeah, 100%. But even City, a lot of times, will speed up their attacks. Crossed in by Martinelli. Eze. That's a foul for Arsenal in a very dangerous place, where similar to where Rice scored against Real Madrid. This time it'll be taken by Eze, who's a good free kick specialist, by the way. At least he was at Palace. like you said, when teams press us high, we struggle, and when we go long to Gyökeres, he doesn't do anything with it. Another reason we miss Sky. Yeah, probably. But this is why I'm saying I don't like. I think we can beat the press in a much more fluid way. Unfortunately, we just don't do it enough. Eze and Gyökeres standing on the ball. I wonder who's gonna take it. It should be Eze. Yeah, it's Eze. Let's take nothing from this game. Big up Marco, who says, let's take nothing from this game, guys. It's a training exercise. It is. Everyone has a good long ball in the Premier League. The issue is the tempo is so much higher. No God wouldn't have the time to make. Yeah, I agree. No, but I've seen our defensive midfielders having the time to give those passes. It's just that Jesus would not have been given that space to make that run. But I think we've had Rice and Zubimendi in spaces where they could give that long ball. Eza's going to take the free kick, guys. Come on, Eza. Come on, Eza. Come on. After his first half performance, he deserves a goal. Come on. Come on. Eza, and it hits an Arsenal player. It hit Jesus, I think. Madueke. Back to Ben White. Saliba. Back to Ben White. To Madueke. To Lewis Kelly. Lewis Kelly long to Martinelli, but it's cleared by the defense. Still in the Wigan defensive area. Rafael trying to clear it, and he wins a throw-in. This game is similar to Kairat in terms of resetting after a bad result prior. Yeah, 100%. Except that at least we didn't concede 2 goals against Kairat, against the Wigan so far. Fans going crazy singing, ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. But you don't hear them this loud in the Premier League games. I think both fans and the players have to do their part. Like, players have to give the fans something to be excited about and to sing about. But at the same time, if you're going to the stadium and watching your team, you cannot be there just to watch. You have to be there to sing and yell and boo and do, like, boo the opponents, obviously. And do all of that until the end of the game. Trossard is getting ready to come on, and Salman. So Salman will probably come in for Saliba, and Trossard is probably going to come in for Martinelli. Skelly. Mosquera. Nice pass to Martinelli. Come on, Martinelli. Martinelli, you got all the space. Come on. Come on. To Eza. Eza! Eza! Come on, Eza! Good run and brings it to his left, but then hits it at the side net. Which left winger we can realistically get in the summer? Rodrigo. I don't think Rodrigo starts. Yeah, Saliba's off for Salman. I think we can definitely get Rodrigo from Real Madrid. If we put in a proper bid, I think they will let him go. My Chronicle says that's just it, Ash. If the players give the fans nothing to cheer about, then they won't cheer as much. Yeah, I agree. I agree, my Chronicle. Oh, Madueke is coming off. So what, is Trossard going to go right, or Jesus is going to go right? I think that means Jesus is going to go right. Yeah, I hear you, my Chronicle, but I think it has to be both ways. I think if the team is playing bad, there has to be moments where the fans pick them up, you know? I know fans cannot change the strategy of the team, but Maybe that'll inspire something. What I'm saying is Martin Odegaard's style of play looks better on your eye, but it's not as effective as Havertz. Okay, let me finish reading, then I'll answer. Mo performed better because he came from the bench. Havertz has presence in the 10 that Mo doesn't have. Yeah, you say that, but then Havertz, the last game he played against Sunderland or whichever team, I can't remember, or Leeds, he had like 7 passes only. That's a penalty, no? That was a penalty. So I don't think it has anything to do with the bench, to be fair. Like, I think Odegaard has been bad because he's been bad and he deserves criticism. But I don't think Havertz is a solution for that long term. Like, we've seen enough to say that he's just not the guy. Both Sunderland and Leeds games, Havertz didn't do anything. Like, I know he gave the assist for Gyökeres, but outside that, he did nothing all game. Doesn't help us build, doesn't contribute to the build up good enough, doesn't carry the ball in and create chance after chance. Odegaard, his pump in the 22-23 season and 23-24 season was doing that every game. I think the Yildiz links will resurface in the summer, hopefully, but I wouldn't take Yildiz as a left winger. I'll take him as a 10. If we can bring him in as a 10, great. If not, then no. I don't want him as a left winger. I just think he's too slow to be playing left wing. Kepa's gonna claim that. No, he punches it for some reason. Why? He could have easily claimed it. Wigan have a shot, but it's offside. Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole. Trossard, who's playing left wing now. Oh, sorry, Martinelli's gone right wing. Why did I say Jesus? It was obvious it's going to be Martinelli. Martinelli. Back to Ben White. I hate Martinelli on the left wing, bro. I hate that. The same way how I hate Madueke left wing. Just very, very anti-progressive football, you know? Eze turns. Beautiful pass. And Gyökeres is going to score that? Nah, he doesn't. Skelly gets it back. That was beautiful play by Eze. Nice one. Oh, come on. Jesus squares it, but nobody's there. Beautiful run by Jesus and a good pass by Ben White. Bro, wasn't that a foul? I think Gyökeres got pulled, man. Is there VAR in the FA Cup in this round? No, right? Just pass it. Throw the damn ball. Come on, Ben White. No God. Back to Salmon. To Skelly. Back to Salmon. Norgard. Bro. What's stopping Salmon from becoming a big player is his name. Imagine a top player like that. Imagine he becomes a top player and his name is Salmon. Bro, that's a meme right there, bro. Just waiting for it. He'll get roasted every time he has a bad game. Salmon fried like a fish. I'm telling you, bro. No VAR. Okay, fine. I'm assuming it kicks in from like the semifinals then probably. So this is old-fashioned refereeing, huh? I thought Odegaard was good up until we scored against Brentford and everyone just got worse. Not sure why we collapsed after 1-0 up. Yeah, Odegaard came off the bench and changed the game for us. Even I think their coach said that as well. But he didn't continue that, and our team didn't continue that, and yeah. I think it's Salman's frame as well, in my opinion, doesn't work for a centre back. He looks too short, too weak. Trossard. to Skelly. Come on, guys. We need the 5th. Come on. Nor got crossed in. Very back cross. It was very low. Ben White. It's going to pass it to Martinelli for sure. He does. Martinelli to Jesus. Back to Martinelli. Goes all the way back to Salmon. Salmon back to Martinelli, who switches up the play to Trossard beautifully. Come on, Trossard. And he fakes. Crosses in. Oh, and it's cleared by the defender for a corner. Could have been another own goal. Nobody there to attack the ball, which is funny given that we have 2 strikers playing. Yesterday's game between Villa and Newcastle magnified the incompetence of the refs without VAR. I didn't see it. Was it that controversial? All I know is that Villa were leading 1-0 until there was a red card, and then Newcastle came back and won 3-1. Eze with the corner and easily claimed by the keeper. And taken long. Skelly. And Skelly with a bad tackle. And he gets a deserved yellow card. By the way, Skelly, I've noticed defensively has been so shit this season. All that hype about him defensively from last season has gone away now. Making so many blunders, so many mistakes. It's crazy. Free kick taken long, and it's a foul for Arsenal. Oh, Martinelli is going 1-on-1. Ah, he screwed it up. Gyökeres, he heads it, but nobody. He screwed it up, honestly, man. He should have just taken a shot. He was trying to square it to Gyökeres. We shouldn't try to overplay it to him, man. Yeah, Martinelli should have taken a shot. Can't believe it's still been 4-0. I know I sound like a spoiled brat, but it's just not the best second half. And I don't think it's because we were not trying. I think it's just that. Yeah, actually, I do think it is because we didn't try enough. I guess it's okay. When you're 4-0 up, you don't have to go for a 5th and 6th. Gyökeres has done nothing since coming on, which is a bit disappointing. Oh, Gabriel Jesus. He tried, but couldn't get it through. Sorry, I'm not gonna read some of your comments now. The kid we got from Stoke, who's now the under-21s, Jaden Dixon. That's a centre back. Fair enough. Haven't watched him. Aileen says, does getting over the line matter to you as the most important consideration before calling a team or player world class? If not, which criteria do you value as most necessary? No, I don't think you have to win trophies for me to say you're world class. I do. If you contribute to winning trophies, I think that definitely helps, 100%. But you can be world class without winning trophies. For example, I think we have 4 world class players, and 3 of them have not won any trophy at all. In Saliba, Saka. I know Saka's been poor this season, but just based on the last 3-4 years, Saliba, Saka, Gabriel, and Declan Rice. For me, the criteria I look at, obviously it differs from person to person, I guess. I look at if you're one of the best players in the world in your position. But I don't have a certain number to it. Like, it could be top 3, it could be top 5, depending on how many top quality players are there in that position. Like, if there are like 10 incredible wingers, right wingers, for example, who are like all in the conversation for being one of the best, if not the best, then you can have like 10 world-class players. It's fine. I think if you're in the conversation for being one of the best in the world in your position, I think that's world-class for me. Which is why I said we have 4 world-class players. And I think Timber is very close to being in that. Oh, another thing for me is you need to do it for at least 2 consecutive seasons minimum. Because sometimes one season could be a fluke, right? Like, it could be a purple patch. I think 2 seasons is fair enough, which is why Timber for me probably will be world class by the end of the season, because he did it last season. He was playing at that high level, and this season, if he continues that, I think he would be in that conversation, especially if he helps us win a league. Because if we win the league, he would have been a big part of that from the defensive aspect of things. I personally think Trossard is underrated, very underrated. I agree with you. Trossard is extremely underrated. Been a very good servant to the club, incredible impact player off the bench, and many games where he started, he ended up winning us the game. Chris Kavanagh, the linesman, pretty much got every call wrong. Oh shit, really? Damn. Sucks for Villa. I hope that gives Newcastle some sort of confidence before they play Man City, but it probably won't. They'll probably get smashed there again. Gyökeres is such an animal sometimes. He's clearly not going to win that ball. He just ends up so bluntly in front of the ref, pushing the player. My God, what an idiot. Reminds me of our game against West Ham last season. 7 goals first half, no goals second half. Yeah, true. The 5-2 with Emerson free kick. Martinelli. He tried. Oh! Mistake by Wigan. And mistake by Eza. They asked for a pen. Ref did not give a pen. And obviously, since there's no VAR, it's not going to be overruled. Bad pass by Jesus. Gyökeres could have gone through 1-on-1. Bro. That wasn't going to be a pen anyways. That was outside the box. It was going to be a free kick. I checked the stat the other day. Newcastle only scored 1 goal at the Etihad over the last decade. Bruh. Is that in the Prem or generally? Because they scored at the Etihad this season in a 3-1 loss. So, are you saying in the Prem or generally? Because if it's in all competitions, that is mad. I don't think it's in all competitions because I think Newcastle knocked out City at the Etihad last season or 2 seasons ago. I can't remember. I think it was 2 seasons ago. They knocked them out of the League Cup. They beat them 2-0 at the Etihad. So It definitely wasn't. It's not in all competition. I think it's in the Premier League that you're referring to. Yeah, well, if that's the start, then I guess it probably won't change. Then nothing's gonna change. And Newcastle not even been that good this season. What a fail of a project, you know. The PIF obviously take over. Everyone thinks, oh damn, this club is gonna move serious now with the signings of Bruno Guimaraes and Isak, and obviously they got Joe Willock at the time. Joe Linton became a top quality midfielder for them. He was moved from the attack to the mid. And then just the other players they got Gordon later. Oh my god, Ben White is down. Oh my god, this is hilarious. And Zubamendi is getting ready to come on. Not even Timber. That was St. James. Are you sure? I was quite positive that it's the Etihad. I think City obviously didn't give a shit because they didn't play a proper team. Yeah, Benoit is coming off. And Zubamendi is coming on. I don't know why. I don't know who's gonna play right back. Oh, Mosquera is gonna play right back now. And Norgard is gonna play center back. Oh, David Raya not even on the bench. Yeah, Mosquera is center back still. Oh, Salmon is playing right back. Sorry, but Norgard is playing center back. Mm. Oh, you're right. You're right. Football Heritage. That was St. James. That was St. James Park. It was 1-0. It was not even 2-0. It was, yeah. In the Premier League, the one goal you're referring to is the wait, let me see. At the Etihad, right? Oh yeah, it might actually be in all competitions. You're right. Sheesh. That is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, so I guess no point of a hate watch this weekend, huh? Eze to Trossard. Oh, Trossard overdoes it. Mosquera's gonna clean that up. Yes, he does. Yes, he does beautifully. Allegri versus Arteta. Before you answer, please don't underpin your reply on style of football. Thank you for your content and responses. Enjoy most of your football takes, except for the one statement. Big up, Alien. Right now, I would say Arteta for sure. Arteta is a better manager right now. But obviously, in terms of legacy and who's going to go down in history as the better coach, it's obviously Allegri. I think Allegri is just past his time. That's it. But obviously, like Allegri, if Arteta was to retire today, Allegri would definitely be a much better manager than Arteta ever was, for sure. It's not even a question. Oh my God, Trossard is injured. But it was just a knock, so I think he should be fine. He should be fine. Supermendi to Jesus. Martinelli. Norgard. To Supermendi. Ah, he tried slotting Martinelli through. It didn't work. Come on, Salmon. Come on, Salmon. Salmon and Norgard. That's a good tackle, no? Oh, now it's a bad tackle. He gets a yellow card. Norgard center back there. Eddie Howe at Anfield and Etihad is a wrap. Yeah, I agree. Eddie Howe away from home against these teams, it's just horrendous. He only knows how to bring it up against us, the bastard. These injuries, man, let us rest, bro. I guess I said this, a couple of months ago. I think our squad depth that we have is not a luxury. I know, like, we looked at it as a luxury in the summer and we're like, oh my god, this is amazing. I realize now it's actually a necessity. It's actually a necessity given the way we play and the frequent injuries we get. Right, if Wigan end up scoring this from this free kick now, and it ends 4-1, I'll be so pissed off. Crossed in. Trossard is going to clear. No, he doesn't. Gyökeres is going to win it. The first good thing Gyökeres has done all game. And he gets fouled. Good run, good run. Oh, he fell on his shoulder. And he's clutching his shoulder in pain. He's clutching his shoulder in pain. Yeah, that was a bad fall. I hope he's okay. Wouldn't that make Odegaard world class? He had 2 seasons. Yeah. By the way, I used to call Odegaard world class up until that season, but I think for me, Odegaard can no longer be world class after the last season he's had and this season as well. Like, I think you can lose your world class status too. I don't think you're world class forever. Was the semi-final Carabao 2 weeks ago? It was, yeah, no? It was 2 weeks ago. Or was it last week? I can't remember. That stat is all comps. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw Football Heritage. You're right. It is all comps. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. They just bend over for these teams. Well, they don't, honestly. It's just that Newcastle are bad away from home. And even if we play against them, we can make them look bad quite easily, but we just don't, unfortunately. When we were playing proper attacking football in the 23-24 season as well, and even 22-23. Actually, 22-23, we drew with them 0-0 at the Emirates. But 23-24, we slapped them 4-0. 4-1, sorry. It was 4-0, and then I think Willock scored a consolation goal. Oh, Martinelli almost with a header. Good save by Taylor on the line. Shit. Ash not glazing, but were you always effortlessly articulate, or does it come with practice and age? Any tips for someone who's not? Oh, big up, Aileen. I take that as a big compliment, given that English is not my first language. But and look, I just loved reading so much as a kid, and I loved reading sports magazines. I used to read a lot of horse racing magazines, by the way, because I grew up loving horse racing. I still follow it sometimes here and there, but I grew up reading a lot of horse racing magazines, and obviously they use a lot of sophisticated vocabulary, which I think just helped me. And I also used to be part of a debate club when I was in school. Jesus! He couldn't get there in time. I used to be part of a debate club when I was in school, and I love debating. So that oh, what is going on? We're bringing in a keeper. Who's this? What's his name? Setford. We're bringing in Setford. Is Kepa injured? Or is it just to give him a cap? But yeah, I used to love debating. I used to be a big fan of debates. I used to watch a lot of debate shows. This is why I feel I do really well when it comes to like football conversations and debates, or anything I'm super passionate about, because you realize, Aileen, like, one thing with debates, and this is something that a lot of people miss, it's not even about your opinion and if you're right or wrong. what if you guys have ever been to like debate clubs, or you know how debate clubs used to work, you will have to argue sometimes to and against, for and against a certain opinion. Um, so it's not about whether your opinion is right or wrong. Obviously, if your opinion is stupid and it's obviously factually wrong, there's no point of even like discussing that. But let's say you are having a debate about something and it's a subjective opinion, so there's no factually correct answer. Maybe you don't have, maybe your opinion is not the best, but if you know how to back it up with evidence, you know how to create a solid defense around it where it does not get poked into easy, you will end up sounding a lot more confident and a lot more, and people will believe you a lot more because you're giving logical arguments for your you're giving logical arguments for your takes, you know. That's the thing what a lot of people miss when they're doing football debates now, is that they'll say something just out of passion, out of banter sometimes, and if you press them enough, because it's a banter take or because it's an emotional take, you can easily corner them and end up ripping them apart. So yeah, like my advice is just watch a lot of debate shows, understand the logic. Also for you, Aileen, always debate the opposite way. So if you have a certain belief, right, pretend like you're the attorney of the other party or something like that, and debate against your own belief. If you're able to do that successfully for like 7, 8, 9 takes of yours in a row, you'll automatically become a very good debater and conversationalist, and you'll be able to like convince a lot of people with your opinions, because if you know the flaws in your own beliefs, it's a lot easier to address. It's a lot easier to like articulate your opinion. Hope that helped, Eileen. Football Heritage says, "Oh my God, Eze almost scored." Football says, "I'm still annoyed with the Moreno injury. He's very crucial." That people, yeah, I agree. I agree. He's a very, very important squad player, not just in the midfield and obviously in the attack as well. It sucks that we're gonna miss him until almost end of the season. I just hope he doesn't miss the World Cup, because that'll be sad for him, to be fair. Newcastle will draw with City, inshallah. Man, Sad, shut up, bro. I'm glad you said inshallah. Inshallah, of course, inshallah, anything can happen. But this guy lives and breathes copium, bro. This guy will probably believe that Wigan can go to the Etihad and get something. So delusional. I agree with Leeds and West Ham because it's away from home for City. And they are in good form, but Newcastle, really? Sad, don't bother, bro. Remember, Bruno G is out 10 weeks now. Yeah, oh, there you go. Bruno Guimaraes is out as well, which, oh my God, such shit luck. There's only 2 minutes of stoppage time left. I think the game is going to end 4-0. Do you think Peak Allegri instead of Arteta wins us a league, and which season would that be? Yeah, probably. I think Peak Allegri wins the league in 23-24. Peak Allegri, huh? Not Allegri now. Peak Allegri, the one who won the league with Juve, I think, with Milan, AC Milan, especially the AC Milan one. Thank you for your debate. Question response. Don't want to put you in hot water. You can avoid it if you want. But any opinion on Ratcliffe's immigration take? I actually don't. Genuinely, Eileen, I don't know what his take is. So if you can tell me what his take is, I can give you an opinion. I'm never afraid to give an opinion about any topic, by the way. So yeah, just tell me what his take is, and I'll happily give you my opinion. Oh, Hezde almost. Bruh, could have had his goal. Was blocked by defense though. Wouldn't that also apply to Saka? He has been as bad mid as well. Yeah, but Saka's been bad for like this season only, and even in this season, he's had very good moments in many games. I'm talking about Odegaard being bad for like a year and a half now. That's like that's enough of a time for me to say, yo, enough is enough. Connor? Ay, Zubamendi, what are you doing, bro? He tried volleying the ball from an impossible angle and it went out. The ref is gonna blow the whistle now. It's fine. 4-0 win. Underwhelming second half, but doesn't really matter. When you have the first half that we did, we're allowed to play slow and lackluster in the second half. So it's completely fine. I think Wigan also like didn't want to get humiliated, so they didn't even attack second half. They just sat back, put everyone back. They just wanted to make sure that they don't get embarrassed even more, which I think is the right approach for them. So yeah, like excellent result, guys. Let me just put this here. Yeah, excellent result. We move on to the next round, round of 16, the 5th round. And I think we'll find out who we're going to play against obviously tomorrow. Again, hopefully it's either a very easy away game or, you know, or if it's a tough game, then at least at home. Obviously, the preference is an easy game at home. I don't know if we'll get lucky again the way we did against Wigan with the draw. So let's see. Amazing performance by Eza, man. A man of the match for me. Just the 2 assists, the stuff he was doing in the middle. I think that's really good. Fair play to Arteta for giving Setford his debut as well. So I obviously nothing bad there. That's good as well. Yeah, and everyone played well. Like, not that impressed by Skelly, to be fair. I don't think Skelly did much. I don't think he's made a case for himself to get an opportunity back in that left back position. But it is what it is. But yeah. Sorry, let me just go through some of your comments. Wouldn't that also play? Yeah, I already answered that. Moreno has that vision for passing in the clinical play. Yeah, I agree. He definitely has good vision when it comes to his passing game. He definitely has good vision when it comes to his passing game, as well as his finishing is elite for sure. The only problem for me is that when he plays in the middle, he plays as an 8 and he doesn't have the legs to run back and forth all the time, which sometimes could leave us exposed. So I would play him in a game where we know we're going to absolutely dominate possession, and it's not a team that we have to worry about as much when it comes to counterattacks, which, you know, there are not many of those teams in the Premier League, to be fair. But as a squad player, I think he's fantastic to have. Fair play to the Wigan fans. They're still here and supporting 4-0 down. Yeah, 100% football heritage. And I think when you're playing against a team like Arsenal at the Emirates, you know you're not going to make it, right? You know you're not going to win the game. Most likely you're not going to win the game. Obviously, they're going wishing they can. But you have to sit there till the very end and support the team. Like, you've traveled all the way. You knew the most likely result is Arsenal not just winning, Arsenal winning the way they just did, comfortably with an absolute smashing. So you need to stay till the very end and show the support. And in the end, they obviously did, which is big of them, obviously. I swear Setford played against Bolton last season. Oh, did he? Oh, fair enough. My bad. I guess debut for this season then. I'll correct that. I'll stand corrected then if that's the case. But yeah, on to the next game. Wolves. Obviously, we're playing that game quite early, I think, because of the League Cup final against City. I was wondering why City were not also playing their postponed game or their game now. But then I found out it was because it's against Palace, which will be the postponed game now, and Palace have a game coming up in the what are they in? Conference League. So City couldn't. So look, if we hopefully beat Wolves this coming Thursday, then we'll be 7 points clear. Obviously, City will have a game in hand. Can that psychologically play something on City? I don't think it'll have that much of a difference unless City drop points. If City drop points, for example, to Newcastle, I don't think they will. I think they'll slap up Newcastle. But let's say they drop points to Newcastle and we beat Spurs, for example. Let's say they draw to Newcastle and we beat Spurs. It would be 9 points then. I think 9 points, even with a game in hand for City, is just psychologically it'll be a bit too much. Because now they'll know that it's a 2-game difference. And a 2-game difference where we have to lose 2 games more than City. Lose 2 games more than City. Not just draw. So yeah, we need to get the job done against Wolves. It won't be an easy game. It'll be a very, very difficult game for sure. But I think we have everything in us to get it done. And obviously, Rice got rested. Zubimendi got rested majority of the game. Saliba came off the bench. Came off second half, which is good. Give him time to rest. Saka came off at halftime, so hopefully that also gives him time to rest. And Gabriel didn't play at all, so he should hopefully be sharp. Hincapié didn't play as well, so he hopefully should be sharp as well for the Wolves game. Eileen says, paraphrasing, but immigrants colonized Britain and are a net negative or financial strain on their social policies. Look, I don't know England's social policies enough, to be honest, Eileen, to say if that's true or not. I think in many countries, obviously, immigration does have its cons, but I think it also has its pros, because it while it takes away jobs, I think, from a lot of the locals, but it also creates job opportunities sometimes. Again, I'm not sure. I don't have the full I don't know all the details about the social policies and the financial data or in financial or the economy of England and how it's doing. But if there is data to show that increased immigration has affected it, then people should not be sensitive about that. If it's facts, it's facts. I just don't know if it is factual, to be fair. I don't know if it is factual. And I think this is an issue that's happening across many countries, right? Like, people are obviously like migrating a lot more. I think there's a lot more. You're finding a lot more people now. I don't know what's the word that they use for this. Something nomad, digital nomad, or whatever it is. I can't remember. But yeah, I think because like moving from country to country is just quite easy now for a lot of people with like the travel options. I think it has become a lot of issue. It has become an issue for a lot of countries. I honestly don't know how to. I don't know how most countries could fix it. To be fair, I really don't. You can't fully stop immigration, because then that goes against a lot of the principles that some of these countries have and some of the rules and laws they have in place. But at the same time, if it is having a financial negative impact, then you have to curb it. That's the reality. He gets us more than 92 points in the 23-24. I mean, peak Allegri. Yeah, more than 91. That's what we needed to do. He gets us 92 or more. Yeah, I think so. I think he probably does not make the mistake Arteta did against Aston Villa when we lost that game, when he played Havertz in the middle. I think some of the games that we drop points and he probably does better. Like, I'm talking about peak Allegri again, just because peak Allegri, like, he could attack. He also could shore up defense as well, like Arteta was doing that season. And I think tactically he'd be a lot more prepared for some of these games, in my opinion. So I think peak Allegri probably gets us 91 plus points. He's done it with Juve. He's done it with these other teams. So I don't see why he cannot do it with us at his peak, obviously. I'm both nervous and excited for these last 12 league games. Yeah, 100%. I am excited because I believe every single game will get us closer to our first Premier League title in 22 years. But I am nervous that... I'm not nervous that Arsenal could shit the bed, because I know what I'm going to expect from Arsenal. Like, I predicted us to draw against Chelsea at the Emirates, for example. But I think we'll beat Spurs. I think we'll beat Wolves. I think we'll probably draw away to West Ham. I think we might lose to City at Etihad. We'll win probably the other games. So I know what to expect from Arsenal. There will be inconsistencies, unfortunately, from here to the end of the season. What I am nervous about is City picking up form, because I don't expect that to happen. So if that happens, that will be something a big worry for us, a big worry for me at least. Any news on the Calafiori injury? Nope, I haven't read anything, to be honest. I have no idea. Hopefully it's not serious. Look, I think he was going to start Hincapie anyways against Wolves. I don't, because Hincapie defensively has not done anything wrong. I will say starting Hincapie and Timber together, in my opinion, adds to our lack of attacking threat, because neither Hincapie nor Timber are as good as Ben White and Calafiori going forward. So I think we need to have a balance. If Timber starts, Calafiori should be starting as a left back. But I don't know. I don't know if this injury is serious. I'm just checking it right now. Calafiori. Got injured in the warm-up. Last player to get injured in the warm-up was Saka, and he missed a couple of games. I don't know. No new news yet. I haven't seen it. I hope we get an easy home draw. No PLs. Yeah, definitely no PL side. Please give me Mansfield, or give me, if you're gonna give me a Premier League side, give me like the winner of Wolves and Grimsby. Hopefully Grimsby, so we can show United how to knock them out. Jim Ratcliffe's comments on immigrants was wild. Yeah, look, I didn't read the whole comment, but obviously, big up to Elite, who just paraphrased. And as I said, I don't know all the details. I don't have all the facts to give an honest opinion on it. But it is something that if I study it, I think for like tonight or tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I'll have enough information to give a more concrete opinion. But yeah, look, guys, big up. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thankfully, there were no surprises, no heart attacks this game. There was never going to be, given that it's Wigan, to be fair, at the Emirates. If it was away from home, maybe, but at the Emirates, I don't think there was going to be any chance of a surprise. Obviously, the draws tomorrow. You can catch me tomorrow, by the way, at Igal's channel. I'll be there, 7:30 p.m. UK time. By that time, the draw will be done, so we'll know who we're going to play against. I don't know if that's going to be a topic of conversation or not. Probably won't be a topic of conversation if the team we get is an easy team. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I'm going to keep doing a lot more watch-alongs. I'll try to release some videos in the middle of the week, or actually middle of the week is very difficult. I'll try to release more videos on the weekends. Maybe not videos, like actual do live shows. I'll just obviously have to try and balance certain things with time and work and everything. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. It'll definitely help the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.